Hey, what's going on, guys? Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Um, I hope you guys are having a blessed one. I hope you guys are having a great Monday to start off. It should be a great day, should be a good day. So make sure you get up and get to the bag. Um, Today, I want to talk about why we hurt and what happens when we try to deal with these things and people use it against us. So, over the years that I've been dating, friends, family, I've explained my hurt to people. I've explained my hurt. I've told people to details like, this is what a person did, this is what I had to go to, I had to go through, and this is where I'm at now. The people I explained my hurt to still wound up hurting me. So what I'm gonna say up to that is, stop telling people your business. Stop thinking people are gonna understand your pain and understand your hardship and understand your heartbreak, because that's not the case. Most people only listen to your issues and your situations because it makes them feel better about their situations. You telling someone your heartbreak, your heart pain and the things that you're going through for them to still put you through it, you cannot respect a person like that. You can never understand a person like that. I understand a person might be like, insecurities, validation, stuff like that. That's like me telling you the most deepest, darkest secrets that I've ever been through, and you're putting me through the same exact things, which means you never actually really cared. It actually says the type of makeup that you are as a person. I've told my pain, my struggles, my transitional stage of when I was looking for validation, daddy issues, sleeping with multiple women, trying to have some type of significance. I was talking to people about that stage of my life, and never did I ever really get a lending hand to help me get there. Everything that I've experienced, everything that I am now, I had to put myself through and actually had to be okay with the choices and the decisions that I make. And one thing about when you explain your pain to a person, when a person puts you through what you just explained to them, it can put you in an even deeper, darker place. And I don't know how many guys, how many of you ladies or guys have done this, but don't get discouraged. Your skin only grows tougher. Remember that first heartbreak that you had? I mean, the first one, when you was like, oh my God, it's the worst day of my life. I don't know, you don't want nothing to eat, you don't want nothing to think. All these things are so bad. Then you went through a couple of more heartbreaks, and it was like, I could deal with it. I can deal with it. This is not too bad. Explaining your pain to someone and expecting them to help you heal and help you fix those problems is cool. It's under it's dope, because you're looking for someone for help. There's nothing wrong with looking for help. It's just sometimes when you look for help, the people that you're looking for help don't actually want to help you. They just want to feel better about themselves. That's why they listen to your stories. That's why they be like, oh wow, that's crazy. No, for real. You hear stuff like that, people more so not listening. And over the course of time, I've done it maybe 5, 10, 15 times. Like, I found myself trying to explain my pain to someone just to see if someone could understand who I am, understand what I've gone through, and understand what their situations are. One thing I used to do is put my pain and trials and tribulations on Front Street. If I could hear a girl tell me the same thing, like, Matt, I've been through this as well. Matt, I had to go through this as well. It's like, whoa, you're damaged goods as well. Like, I'm damaged goods, but you're damaged goods as well. And we could kind of fix this, and we can make it something beautiful. Most people don't want to go through the building stage and actually understand how to get to this point and how to get past this point. Most people only want to, experience the blessings, the glory, and stuff like that. And that's the whack part about it. Like, you can't have a castle and a mansion and a household like that if you don't start from the ground up. If you're not willing to get your hands dirty and really willing to go through things. Dealing with a person that actually uses your pain against you and makes you feel less of a person, and makes you feel low of a person, and loses your self-esteem, and these are people that you have to remove yourself from. And I know, maybe you have a living situation with them, maybe you have soul ties with them, but you have to figure it out, because these red flags will then soon to bite you down the line. They will tend to hurt you, and then you're going to figure out, like, whatever happened, why did it ever get to this point? It's because you allowed it to get to this point. And I know it might seem impossible, it might seem unfair, but it is unfair. Not everyone is meant to love you, not everyone is meant to be in your life, Not everyone is meant to have those moments to experience that time with you. You know, and the whole time that a person that like this that you're dealing with, you know, tells you like, oh well, I've been there through the tough times and through the tough things. They think that you're mad at them now because you want to move on from your life. Honestly, you're not mad at them. You just lost respect for them. It's hard for someone to express their feelings to someone, express what they've been through, express what they've gone through, and then for a person to use it in an argumentative sense, for a person to then point the finger and be like, well, that's why you're like this, that's why you're like that. I came to you with my issues, the things that I've gone through, for us to talk about it, not for you to throw it back at me. Dealing with a person like this, don't discourage yourself and be like, oh, you know, I can't ever talk to nobody. You know, first of all, bring your problems to God. And then bring your problems to yourself. You have to look yourself in the mirror and be like, yo, listen, we needed to get together. We are this, we are that. Not being what I want. Don't discourage yourself. That's the fastest way to, you know, lose self-esteem and lose this and lose that. Like I said, I don't know how many of you guys did this. I know I'm only talking from my point of view, but I've done it. I've put my pain and everything on Front Street, you know, in hopes that someone would be like, oh, you know what, Matt? I want to help you heal. And then what I learned over the course of time is you got to heal yourself. People are not going to understand what you've been through. People are not going to care because, I mean, most times, 9 times out of 10, they going through something themselves. So what are you going to do in the long run, in your time? What are you going to do with the time that's passing? Are you going to just quit, give up, not care? You know, lose hope, lose focus? You can't. You can't. Not now. Not at all. You know, every morning I wake up and I think about it. I think about, damn, like, this is where I'm at right now. This is what I'm going through. How can I get past? How can I get over it? You know, how can I prepare for you guys? And the biggest thing of it all is that it's beauty in the struggle. Beauty in the struggle. You know, sometimes you got to cut off those dead ends. And I always say this, I'm not talking about hair. People that don't help you in your life or don't help you get to where you need to be at, you know, clip them. Communication is a very big thing. If you can't communicate with your spouse or communicate with your significant other, you know, clip them. If you know you're the reason that you can't communicate and that you have toxic traits and that you have toxic, you know, things, you know, take it head on. You know, like, deal with it before you try to deal with somebody else. Because people don't have to tolerate you. People don't have to, you know, understand what you've gone through and understand what they don't have to. I'm only talking from this side of the spectrum, but if we talk from both sides, people don't have to, you know, help you heal. That's not their job. Especially if you didn't put it on Front Street, like, hey, listen, I'm going through a lot. I need you to help me heal. Like, it's not their jobs. And I had to deal with that face on. You know, I had to realize that my problems are my own problems. My insecurities are my own insecurities. My validations are my own validations. And I can't keep using people to get to the point that I need to be in my life. I need to make sure I do this myself and not lean on that of another man or another woman, you know, as far as, you know, friendship or relationship. And actually just do it myself. Actually just get over the hump myself. You know, that's the biggest thing of it all. If you don't get over yourself, I mean, what are you really achieving? And what are you doing all this time? Like, if you know you're not happy in your life, you know you're not doing what you need to do in your life, how do you have so much time to be chilling? How do you have so much time to be just scrolling through social media? Like, no, spend that time and deal with you. Focus on you. Focus on what it is. Focus on the bigger, better picture. Like, all in all, you have to focus on these things. And people don't really take the time to really focus on these things. I didn't. Not until recently. Not until, you know, the previous year and now 2020. We in February. It's just a big deal, a big blessing. We have so much that we're missing out on, and that life is supposed to be directing us and changing things for us and stuff like that. I feel like for the most part, you know, you guys are always a blessing to me. You guys are always the reason that I wake up and I want to make these videos, you know, make this type of content. But I ain't gonna lie, one of the most toxic things in my life is probably my phone. And my phone is on Do Not Disturb almost 24/7. It's on Do Not Disturb 24/7 because I choose to who I want to speak to, what I want to speak to. And I know a lot of people hate it, but I just be working. I like getting caught up in the process. I like getting caught up in the grind. I like getting lost in this. When I get lost in it, this then changes the life for me. It then changes a lot for me, because when me doing this, this is my only focus, right? This is my only focus. When I put this down, I'm lost in the world. You know, I'm creating content. You know, I'm thinking of a million things to do. You know, I'm looking at videos, canvases that I can record and stuff like that. Like, these are big things for me. These are big ideal things for me. And if you guys watch the video all the way up to this point, I want you guys just to understand is that don't get caught up in how people treat you. Worry about how you treat yourself. Love yourself first before you try to love anyone else. Secondly, not everybody gonna understand your pain. Not everybody's meant to. You cut from a different cloth. Always remember that and never forget that. Your problems, your trials, your tribulations, your scars, stuff like that, hold on to those. Embrace them. Look at them head on and try to see where the hole was at. How did it get to this point? You know, you guys are a blessing. You guys mean so much to me. And I want to make sure that I come on here and not give you the same type of content. You know, always switch it up into conversations and things of that nature. But it is beauty in the struggle. Never forget that. Okay? Hope you guys have a blessed one. Hope you guys stay tuned. I think I'm going to upload a surprise video today. You know, it's going to be a good one. I need you guys to tune in. So, give me about 5 comments down below. 5 comments down below to drop this video. If y'all get 5 comments down below to drop this video before 1, 2 o'clock, I'll drop it for you guys. Alright? I'll talk to you guys later. It's your boy Matt Thomas. It's your boy Royalty. Over and out.